Good afternoon. I'm about to install this fender liner kit from AAL, and I had already installed all of the nut certs for the Genrite fenders. And after I installed Stevens this past weekend, I realized that I probably should have checked the instructions for the fender liners before I installed the Fender nut certs, because they share some of the same space. So one thing I'm going to have to do, obviously all of mine is missing, right? So if you have the factory Rubicon fender or the plastic fenders, there are plastic spacers that go between the fender and the quarter panel itself, and they're in the kit, and you do need those. However, if you have aftermarket fenders, then the install will be different. So you're going to want to make sure you check that out before you jump in too far. So the brackets themselves are marked, which is really nice, which I thought was pretty cool. Passenger, P for passenger, and then D for driver. That's pretty neat. But these brackets, like this bracket for example, comes with the nut certs pre-installed, and it mounts up here, and it'll mount behind and inside there. So now I'm going to have to drill those two nut certs out of the quarter panel in order to use that, which isn't a big deal. These things come out really easy. Just I should have prepared a little better, and I didn't. I didn't even think about checking the fender liner install first. But that's okay. And then like this little bracket here, it goes down here, so you'd have to remove this plastic piece, take that out, and then the two clips there, that bracket will bolt in there. And then the third bracket actually goes between that hole and that hole. The instructions say that the bolts that come with the kit are self-tapping, but I ended up just tapping the hole anyway, because these little silver bolts right here, that's not a self-tapping bolt. At least not a self-tapping bolt I've ever seen. So to prevent me from stripping them out and just destroying the bolts, I just tapped the hole, and it worked great on Stevens. So I'll end up doing that on mine. And every panel, of course I'll get all this unwrapped, take some more pictures, but every panel is wrapped in foam and in plastic or cellophane or whatever it is. And it's done really well. So it shipped really well. Everything was packaged, so it wasn't all scratched up. Like I said, initial quality is fantastic. Shitload of hardware. And the quarter turn fasteners are really large, and they turn really easy with an Allen key. But I do see them, I do see people, myself included, over time they are going to break. In fact, these quarter turn fasteners are very common on aircraft, and I have a couple decades worth of experience in that industry, and I'm telling you that they always break at the worst time. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll use my teeth. Of course, it helps if I open the right bag. Oh, they're in there. Yeah, right here. So this little guy right here, what'll end up happening is, so that straight cut right there in the middle lines up with the wire here, right? And then that's what ends up becoming part of the quick disconnect portion. But what happens over time is that as you force this on there, because they're always under tension, you'll end up breaking the little ear off. It's all black, I know it's really hard to see. There's a little ear right there. Oh, there you go, that's a little better. That guy right there will break off, and then this bolt will just fall out, or it'll stay loose. And it's going to happen. So if it were me, I would order an extra set of hardware just to have around. Maybe carry one or two of those in your hardware bag for a trip or something. I wouldn't buy like a whole kit and carry the whole kit, but I'm definitely going to order some extras, because they're going to break. And there's a reason why they sell extras, and it's because they break. Other than that, I will take pictures as I go along, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you.